He's just met with his emergency officials in Tallahassee, and let's listen. Governor Jeb Bush.
Humble us because Americans have always risen to the occasion when our liberty has been threatened and when liberty must be defended. America's leadership, strength, and history will lead us not only to survive this terrorist attack, but also to remember why we're the greatest country on the face of the earth. Here in Florida, we weep for our countrymen across the country who have lost loved ones today. Many of the folks in Washington, D.C. and the New York area who have lost their lives have family members here in Florida. I've been on the phone attempted to get on the phone with Governor Pataki and Mayor Giuliani. We've communicated with them to offer any support, both from the government perspective as well as from a people-to-people perspective for the state of New York, for the city of New York City, and of course Washington, D.C. We're also taking action today. Today I've signed an executive order declaring a state of emergency in the state of Florida. This is just a preemptive action to ensure that we're prepared for any eventuality. My executive order implements our state comprehensive emergency action plan. It appoints Florida Department of Law Enforcement Commissioner Tim Moore as incident commander and Greg Fugate as the state coordinating officer for disaster relief. I will introduce Commissioner Moore shortly, who will speak on specific security measures being taken to protect our citizens. Nevertheless, based on the information as we know it, and barring any developments to the contrary, the state of Florida will be open for business tomorrow morning. This includes the Capitol and all state universities and community colleges. The best way to defeat terrorism is to get back to work serving our people and our state. I encourage Floridians to contact their local governments for further information. I ask three things of every Floridian here today. First, if you have an American flag, fly it. I've directed state buildings to fly our Star-Spangled Banner at half-mast, our traditional public display of sorrow and loss. But I also ask all those Floridians who have flags to fly them. Even at half-mast, our flag, no flag in the world, flies as proudly and as majestically as the American flag. Second, I ask every Floridian seeking information or opportunities to help victims to contact their local blood center as well as their local Red Cross chapter. The local blood centers are able to assist in the relief of critical blood supplies, blood shortages that are going to exist and exist already in the New York area and Washington, D.C. Within 48 hours, the Red Cross will be able to provide information on the welfare of immediate family members. And if you want to get additional information, you can use the toll-free number 1-888-993-1023. By the end of today, we will also have myflorida.com, www.myflorida.com, available to get additional information on how to help during this time of grief and time of need. Third, I ask every Floridian who has ever prayed to pray tonight. Pray for the victims of this cowardly attack and their loved ones. Pray for the missing and the loved ones holding vigil between hope and despair. Pray for the emergency workers. We're standing here in Florida's Emergency Operations Center, and I know, as we all know, the quality and professionalism of those drawn to this profession. They are well trained for the types of devastating situations that they're dealing with now, and they need our prayers as well. America is a great nation. Its greatness is revealed most clearly in times of crisis, in times when we're challenged. We must not despair in this present challenge. We must be strong. Commissioner?
Thank you, Governor. Throughout the day today, we've been in constant contact with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies here in the state of Florida. We've organized our effort around what